This is my favourite creamy pasta I've made yet. Start by frying about 250 grams of chorizo. Once it's got some colour, remove it from the pan and add 1 diced onion, 2 peppers and 3 cloves of garlic. Add a heaped tablespoon of tomato paste, 250 grams of dried pasta, 500 ml of vegetable stock and a tin of tomatoes. Rigatoni is by far the best pasta shape and you can't argue with me on that one. Cover with a lid and cook for 10 minutes. Uncover and give it a stir, add 120 ml of double cream, 1 mozzarella ball and about a cup of parmesan. Give that a good mix and then add your chorizo back in, along with as much spinach as you like, and let that just wilt down and let the pasta finish cooking. And there you have a really simple one-pot meal. This shakshuka is the perfect uni meal. It costs less than 70p per person and it is so delicious. Start with a couple of tablespoons of oil and 3 diced peppers and 1 onion. Fry that for about 5 minutes and then add 3 cloves of garlic. Add the spices that are on the screen now. Not sure why, but there is definitely a cumin shortage. It took me 5 shops to find some. 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, and then just simmer that down. Before adding the eggs, this is perfect to freeze and use again later on. Make small wells and add your eggs and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Added a handful of coriander, some feta and avocado.
Now from the top, make it drop, that's some wet, that's some wet. Now get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet, that's some wet. I'm talking wop, 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 that's some wet, that's some wet. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet, that's some wet.
Katsu curry. It's what everybody orders when they go to Wagamama's, but it's better when you make it at home. Add roughly chopped onion, carrot, ginger and smashed garlic cloves to a pan with oil. Cook those down until they're caramelized. That's going to give you a delicious flavour. Add your spices in and cook them down for a few minutes, adding extra oil if you need it. That should be smelling amazing. Now add in not 1 but 2 tablespoons of flour. Cook the flour out for about a minute and then gradually pour in chicken stock whilst continuously stirring and let that gently simmer away. Then I butterflied my chicken to make sure it cooked evenly, seasoned it, floured it up, egged it up and then coated them all in breadcrumbs. Then fry off your chicken for around 4 minutes on each side until it's golden brown and finish it in the oven on a wire rack until it's fully cooked. Now sieve your sauce, squeezing out all that goodness and then add a splash of soy sauce, a touch of sugar and enough coconut milk to get your desired creaminess. Then I put the sauce underneath the chicken so it doesn't go soggy. You want to keep it nice and crispy. And there you have a banging stir fry which only takes around 10 minutes to make. This dish cooks really quickly, so get all of your ingredients ready and to hand. Start by boiling your noodles to your packet's instructions, then fry off your chicken until it's seared on both sides. Now going with your vegetables, you can use any veg that you like here, just make sure it's sliced thinly and then season with 5 spice. When that's all nearly cooked, add in your noodles to the pan along with your sauce and your rinsed out sauce water. Cook that for a couple minutes, give it a taste and then add any extra sauce that you like. Now serve that up with a beautifully fried egg, top it with sesame seeds and more hot sauce. And there you have.
Let's munch.
Alright, so today we're making apple pastry roses that are almost as beautiful and easy as you. First we're going to grab some apples, obviously. We're going to cut those in half, take the core out and slice them super thin. You want them soft and flimsy like me after a night out. Squeeze the juice of 1 lemon over those, cover in cling film and dash that in the microwave for like a minute. Next we're going to grab a puff pastry and cut it into 6 equal strips. Get your Van Gogh on and brush them with melted butter. I'm not going to lie, that guy was tapped. Like, what's she going to do? Are you going to eat that? Sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar and then you want to layer the apples so that they're overlapping each other along the top half of the pastry, then fold. Then you want to roll it up until you get a beautiful rose and you want to do that with the rest of them and dash them into a muffin tray. That goes in the oven at 180 for half an hour. Wow, that's steamy. Sprinkle them with icing sugar and that's pretty much it. A crown fit for a king that hits differently. For real though, I was actually shocked at how good these tasted, but still, the boogie's mandatory and go on, give it a little peck, why don't you? Go on, jeez.
This shakshuka is the perfect uni meal. It costs less than 70p per person and it is so delicious. Start with a couple of tablespoons of oil and 3 diced peppers and 1 onion. Fry that for about 5 minutes and then add 3 cloves of garlic. Add the spices that are on the screen now. Not sure why, but there is definitely a cumin shortage. It took me 5 shops to find some. 2 cans of chopped tomatoes and then just simmer that down. Before adding the eggs, this is perfect to freeze and use again later on. Make small wells and add your eggs and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Added a handful of coriander, some feta and avocado.